problem we face nowadays is that few churches are full, much less filled with the Spirit. You've heard the reports, and they're not encouraging. Churches are closing their doors at an alarming pace. Congregations are dying. The statistics and the trends, they aren't encouraging. Sharon and I, Sharon, where would you stand right here? This is the better half of our team. My wife, Sharon, our elders have dubbed us musicianaries. And so in April and May, in just 2 months' time, we drove over 10,000 miles, going from church to church to church, helping with them with their singing, with their worship. And although there were some exceptions, for the most part, we saw that the trends, or the reports of the trends, are accurate, and churches are dying. We started Praise and Harmony Ministry many years ago, and our primary goal was to keep Acappella congregational singing alive and to train beginners, non-musicians, how to sing in harmony. And although that's still our goal, as we travel around the nation, there's a goal that's even more important than that, and that is we need celebration. I hope they come and hear just extraordinary singing. That's our heritage. But I don't know why so many churches are discounting it and not training and not passing this on to our young people. And it is worth handing down to future generations. And you know what? The song leader sets the tone for the atmosphere of the assembly long before the preacher gets up. And now as we close, I'm so thankful for the Legacy Church for having a tradition of singing, of loving to sing, of loving to celebrate, and hiring a full-time worship minister. And boy, you picked a good one in Andrew Whitehouse. Yeah.
Even as a very experienced worship minister, I did not know all the things I did not know. And it's awesome to come be around peers who will lovingly point out to you all the things that you've never even considered or thought to think about the way you do things. And that's been an amazing takeaway for me. You should absolutely come and experience it.
I want to be a lifelong learner. However long I'm blessed to live, I hope I continue growing in my skills and learning every day. And that's exactly why we started the Worship Leader Institute. We saw that there was a great need for those who lead worship, who lead singing, to develop their skills to the best of their ability. And the fact is, even if you're at the top of your game in your field, whether you're a CPA, a scientist, a surgeon, a professor, ongoing education is required. And that's why we were targeting full-time worship ministers. That's the caliber and the quality. We have the best mentors and professors from around the world who come and teach. Now, most of the guys who come to this men's leadership boot camp, and it is a boot camp, it's not easy. And there's homework at night, and most of them cannot go back to training and spend 4 years training to be worship leaders and worship ministers, but they can spend this week investing in their skills. And churches can make a tremendous difference in their worship if they sponsor and send their dedicated and talented worship leaders to attend the Worship Leader Institute.
WLI has been a great experience so far. I've really enjoyed getting an opportunity to push myself, to further with the craft of worship leading. You know, whether you're a full-time worship minister or a part-timer like myself, I think it's a great investment in your faith.
This has been an awesome experience. It really has. Just the interactions and the worship alone makes it worth it. And those that are teaching it, they're amazing teachers.
For the last at least 6 or 7 years, I have been praying to find a conference that I could go to for my own growth and enrichment, and I found it.
This has been my 4th year at WLI, and I just wanted to say it's been outstanding. Every time I've been here, I've learned something, and learned something foundational to what we do at church.
It has taught me more than I could ever imagine.
They really put the why, behind everything that they do. They teach you the drill work, they teach you the mechanics behind it, but the big picture is the why behind what we're doing. And once you understand the why, it's easier to implement to your church.
WLI has really helped me from I've been in music education for 30 years, and come to find out there's a lot more but besides just the technical aspects of leading worship. And I've noticed that people have told me that they see my heart, they see me exuding worship, and it's really changed the culture in our worship assemblies.